What's up, everybody? This your boy Vision, man. Listen, good morning on this Sunday. Beautiful morning today, man. Listen, a lot of people are putting stains on Michael Jordan's NBA legacy. A lot of people are trying to put LeBron James over Michael Jordan for all people. He should not be. This man is highly disrespected. And guess what? Your boy Vision is going to give you factual evidence, 165 reasons why Michael Jordan is the GOAT of the NBA. The greatest player of all time in NBA history is Michael Jordan. A lot of Bron fans don't know this information. Heck, a lot of Jordan fans don't know this information. So I'm asking you guys to watch this whole video, share the live, like the live, everything you do. Like this channel right now because it's going to be amazing. Share this channel right now. It's going to be amazing, guys. Let's get it going. Yo, what's up, man? Like I said, these are 165 reasons why Michael Jordan is the GOAT. Reasons 1 through 15 right here, right now. Let's get this shit going. First of all, Michael Jordan is the only player ever to have all these awards on his resume. And that consists of MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, a scoring champ, a Finals MVP, an All-Star MVP, and an NBA championship. He's the only player in NBA history that has all of those awards. You know what I'm saying? He has all of them. Number 2, the NBA named the MVP trophy after Michael Jordan, which is the most prestigious individual award in the history of the NBA. He has the most scoring titles ever. The most scoring titles ever, guys. Like, that is insane. When this guy has 10 scoring titles and they talk about that LeBron James is a better scorer than Jordan, you got to be foolish. Then, this dude has the most combined MVPs ever when you include MVPs and Finals MVPs. Nobody else in the history of the game has more than him. Then, this dude, he has the Chicago Bulls franchise record in career points, rebounds, assists, steals, triple doubles, and he's second in blocks. Then, the only player in NBA history who can average 30 points per game and 2 assists per game in their NBA career. Then, he has the most points per game in the regular season. Everybody know that. The only player ever who can average 30 points per game and 5 assists per game in their career. He has the most buzzer beaters ever with 9 of them. The highest game score ever. In 1990, he had a game score of 64.6. Has the highest VORP season ever of all time in NBA history with 12.47 in 1988. The only player ever to have 5 of the top 10 best VORP seasons. That is 88, 89, 90, 91, and 87. He has the greatest regular season of all times, right? Then, the best season of all time, 1996, when he led a team to 72-10 record and they won the NBA championship. They only lost 13 games in that season. And then, the most important one, this is the debate, the GOAT debate ender right here, y'all. This man did this 4 times and nobody in the history has ever done this. This man has won, and I mean won, the championship, the Finals MVP, the MVP, the scoring champ, first team all NBA, first team all defense in the same season, y'all. Nobody in history has did this, but this dude did this in 91, 92, 96, and 98. Uh-oh. Oh, y'all thought it was over. Y'all thought it was done. Reasons 16 through 30. First of all, Michael Jordan is the only player ever to win a scoring champ and a defensive player of the year in the same season. Then he's the only player to win an MVP, defensive player of the year, and a scoring champ in the same season. Then he's the only player ever to win the MVP, defensive player of the year, scoring champ, and a slam dunk champion in the same season. Most consecutive season with a scoring title. He had 7 of them in a row. The most all-defensive first teams ever, right? The most seasons being first team all NBA and first team all defense in the same season. The most seasons ever being the scoring champ and first team all defense in the same season. The most seasons ever being the scoring champ and first team all defense in the same season. the highest scoring average for any, and I mean any defensive player of the year in NBA history. This man won the defensive player of the year without any teammate being on the all defensive team. This man has the most seasons averaging 30 points per game. This man has the highest points per game season ever by a guard. 37.1 points per game by a guard is insane. And then if you look at it, only Wilt Chamberlain has more averages in points per game in the regular season than Michael Jordan. Then let's look at this. The only guard ever to have two top 10 highest points per game seasons ever. The most seasons being a NBA championship and a scoring champ. First player ever to have 200 steals and 100 blocks in the same season. The only player ever to have multiple 200 steals and 100 block seasons in the same season. What? Listen, you guys got to stop shit on Jordan's name. By now, you guys should know. First of all, 31 through 45. The first player ever with 40 plus points, 10 plus rebounds, 10 plus assists, and 5 plus steals in a single game. The most games without losing 3 games in a row. This man had a 632 game winning streak without losing 3 games in a row, y'all. Nobody in the history of the game did that. He's also the oldest player to lead NBA in mid-range. So field goals made. This dude made 457 mid-range jump shots. He's the oldest player to ever do that. 34. The only player in the top 4 all time in steals per game and points per game in the regular season ever. He has the highest career points per game average versus 16 teams. He's the only player ever to win Rookie of the Year and win 6 rings and 6 MVPs. He's the only player ever to score 3,000 points, right? The only guard ever to score 3,000 points in a season ever, okay? He's also the only guard to score 3,000 points and a 2,800 point season in back-to-back years. The only guard to have 3 top 15 highest scoring seasons of all time in total points. He's also undefeated in every championship event he ever played in. That's coming from high school. That's coming from college. That's coming from NBA. I mean, dude, that's coming from the FIFA, the Olympics. This dude is undefeated in every championship event he plays in. He's also the only player to have 2,500 points, 400 assists, 400 rebounds, 200 steals in the same season. This dude did it 5 times. 5 times, Craig. Then, the only player ever to have 2,500 points, 500 assists, 500 rebounds, 200 steals in the same season. This dude did it twice. Then, he's the only player in the top 5 in career points with a steals title. So this dude not only scored points, he played defense. He's also the only player ever that's in the top 5 in career points with 3 steals titles. Defense, like I said. He's also the only player ever in the top 5 in career points with 3 scoring titles. Let's keep this shit going. We turning up in this bit. First of all, Michael Jordan is the only player in the top 5 in career points with 5 scoring titles. Then he's the only player in the top 5 in career points with 10 scoring titles. Then he's the only player in the top 5 in career points to have never been outscored in a finals series. The only player ever in a top 5 all time in points for only playing 15 seasons. He's also the oldest player ever to lead the NBA in scoring, age 35 and 61 days. The fastest player ever to 32,000 points, 1,072 games. The only player ever to have 2,500 steals while having 32,000 points and averaging 30 points a game, y'all, in their career. The only player ever to average 20 points a game every season and win 6 scoring championships, right? The only player ever to average 20 points per game every season and win 5 MVPs. The only player ever in the NBA history to have 32,000 points while winning 6 rings and 6 finals MVPs. The only player in NBA history to have 32,000 points in the regular season, 5,900 points in the playoffs, while averaging 30 points per game in the regular season. The only player in NBA history to have 32,000 points in the regular season, 5,900 points in the playoffs, while averaging 30 points per game in the postseason. The only player ever in NBA history to have 32,000 points in the regular season, 5,900 points in the playoffs, while averaging 33 points per game in the finals. Let's keep it going. 59. The fewest games played to reach 31 points, right? The fewest game played to reach 31,000 points. Sorry, he played 1,011 games to reach 31,000 points. This dude won a scoring title in high school, college, and the NBA, y'all. Like I said, we can keep this shit going. Like I said, I can go all day. First of all, the highest PER in the playoffs ever, 28.6. The only player to be in the top 2 in PER in the regular season and the NBA playoffs. Y'all didn't know they did it. He's also has the highest win shares per 48 in the playoffs ever, the highest box plus minus in the playoffs ever, the most points per game in the playoffs ever. The only player ever to can average 33 points per game and give out 5 assists per game in the playoffs career, right? Also, the most seasons averaging 30 plus per game in the playoffs. He had 12 of those. MJ beat the most 60 win teams ever. He beat 7 of them. MJ has the highest playoff scoring game ever, 63 points in 1986 versus the Boston Celtics. The highest points per game average in the postseason run to a title ever, 35 points per game. He averaged that in 1993, and he won the NBA Finals as well. The highest single season playoff scoring, 759 points, 100 and oh my God, that's a lot. 759 points this dude scored in a single playoff in a single playoff run. Then this was in 1992. He's also number 72 says the only player ever in a top 7 in playoff steals per game and points per game. The only guard in NBA history to lead his team in all 5 categories: points, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks. He did this in 1989 versus the Knicks in a playoff series. The most 35-point playoff games, the most 40-point playoff games, the most 45-point games, the most 50-point playoff games, the most 55-point playoff games, the most 60-point playoff games, the most consecutive playoff games with scoring 10 plus points. He did this 179 games in a row, right? This dude has only played 179 games. With that being said, he has never scored under 10 points in any playoff game, right? He also never scored 15 points in any playoff game. He also never averaged below 25 points per game in a playoff series. LeBron. Also, the most points in back-to-back playoff games, 112. He also outscored 268 straight playoff opponents, 268 out of 269. Terry Cummings was the guy his rookie year that outscored Jordan. Also, this dude has 10 times playoff leading scorer, right? He's also the only 6-time champion player ever to lead his team in points per game every playoff series. He's also has the most playoff series averaging 40 points per game. He has 5 series when he's averaging 40 points a game. He's also the oldest player to score 55 points in the playoffs. The oldest player to lead the playoffs in fourth quarter scoring. He did this at age 35. He's also the only player ever to average 30 points per game in the regular season and 30 points per game in the playoffs. Let's get going. The only player in NBA history with 5,900 playoff points with 6 championships. The only player in the top 5 in career playoff total points playing less than 200 games, y'all. The only player in the top 5 in career playoff total points playing less than 180 games, y'all. The only player in NBA history with 5,000 career playoff points and 6 championships with 6 finals MVPs. The most free throws made in a quarter, 13. He tied with Dirk. MJ has the most points scored in 3-game series, 1992, a 5-game series, and a 7-game series of all time. Also, MJ, he played 82 game seasons 9 different times. So let that being said, y'all, this man has 9 seasons when he didn't miss a fucking game. 9 seasons. And y'all think LeBron the GOAT? Y'all think Kareem, Wilt Chamberlain the GOAT? Y'all are sad. Y'all are sad. This man has never had a teammate to outscore him in a playoff series. This man has the most finals MVPs of all time. This man is the first player ever to lead Phil Jackson to an NBA championship. This man participated and led the Chicago Bulls to the most watched final series of all time. This man participated and led the Chicago Bulls to 6 of the top 10 most watched final series of all time. So every fucking finals Michael Jordan participated in, it was top 10 in the most watched final series of all time. Then this dude hit a buzzer beater in college and the NBA to seal a championship. This dude right here is the first player ever to hit 6 threes in the first half of an NBA Finals game. This dude is the first champion ever with at least 100 three-pointers. I know this shit hurt, right? But 106 has the finals game score of 24.68. LeBron James is nowhere near that, right? Also, MJ won 3 rings in a row without missing a single game from 96 to 98. Also, in 1997, MJ had a legendary game going out with 38 points and being the best player on the court while playing sick. That is called the legendary flu game, and he had a shoe named after it. The only player ever to win 2 rings in a row and then win 3 in a row without missing a single game. Also, the most points during a three-peat, 1,954 points during the three-peat, the most all-time in NBA history. The only player ever to have 1,100 finals points playing less than 40 finals games. The only player ever to have 2 three-peats. The only player ever to have a game winner in the finals while averaging 33 points per game. The highest ever assists averaged by a non-point guard in NBA Finals history versus the Los Angeles Lakers in 1991. Michael Jordan averaged 11.4 assists per game. The only slam dunk champion to have 6 championships and 6 Finals MVPs. The only player ever to win 6 championships and 6 Finals MVPs without having a teammate to average 25 points per game in any playoff series. The only player ever to win 2 championships without an all-star teammate while averaging 31 points per game or more. Never had a teammate to outscore him in a final series. Won a championship with the lowest supporting cast in NBA history by a championship team. The only player ever with 4 of the top 10 lowest supporting cast in NBA Finals history by a championship team. Hey, game over. The highest points per game in a single final series, 41 points per game. He did this in 1993. Then the most 45-point finals games. He had 3 of them. He made more money than the entire Bulls team did in 1998. This dude never had to go to a Game 7 in NBA Finals. He never been down 3-1. Uh-oh, Bron fans. Also, the most clutch points in the NBA Finals series, 30 points in 1993 and 1998. The most consecutive field goals made in a Finals game, 13. The only Finals MVP with a perfect, and I mean perfect, Finals record. The most first half points in a Finals game, 35 points. The only player ever to outscore a 10 in a Finals clinching game, right? Let's keep going. The only player in NBA history to average 30 points per game in a regular season, playoffs, and finals. The only defensive player of the year to be in a top 5 in regular season, playoffs, finals, points, totals, and regular season, playoff, and finals points per game. The only player in NBA history to be in the top 5 in regular season, playoff, finals, points, totals, and regular season, playoffs, and finals points per game. Right? Also, the only player ever to win 3 championships in a row while leading the NBA in PER and win shares per 48 in the same season. I'm gonna repeat this last one again, y'all, because this is serious. This man, Michael Jordan, is the only player in NBA history to win 3 championships in a row while leading the NBA in PER and win shares per 48 minutes, y'all. That is insane. The only top 10 player ever with an undefeated finals record. The only player ever to be a 2-time AP College Player of the Year and win 6 championships and 6 finals MVPs. The only player to win a gold medal twice and win 6 championships. The only player ever with 2 gold medals, with 6 championships and 6 finals MVPs and 5 MVPs. Led the greatest team ever according to record by going 87-13, combining regular season and playoffs record. The only player in NBA history to have 6 championships and on a NBA team when retired in 2003. He was named the greatest male athlete ACC history, right? He's the only player ever to have his jersey retired by a team he never played for. Number 23, the Miami Heat retired that jersey. He's a AP basketball player of the century by Associated Press in 1999. He led a team to being recognized as the best professional team of the decade in the 1990s by SB Decade Awards. He also had the greatest player ever of the 1990s decade. He also has 9 times Sports Illustrated Best NBA Player. He's a 7-time NBA Basketball Digest Player of the Year by Basketball Digest Magazine. He's a 9-time Male Athlete of the Year by Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Award. He's a 7-time Sporting News MVP. Now we're down to the last 15 of the top 165 reasons why Michael Jordan is the GOAT. He's a 6-time ESPN American Athlete of the Year, ESPN Sports Century North American Athlete of the Century, the Harris Poll Greatest Athlete of All Time 2 times, 2009 and 2015, the Harris Poll Greatest Basketball Player of All Time, highly recognized as the greatest player ever in the ESPN Top 75 list of all time list, number 1 on Bleacher Report for top 100 NBA players of all time, Slam Magazine Greatest Player of All Time, The Morning Consult Greatest Athlete of All Time, Lights Magazine Greatest Athlete of All Time, 9 Publishing Greatest Athlete of All Time, Mirror Review Greatest Athlete of All Time, the greatest peak and prime ever in the NBA season while winning championships, has the greatest basketball sneaker deal in NBA history, the first NBA player to become a millionaire, the most times ever been the best player in the world while winning championships in the same season, and last but not least, y'all, the greatest basketball jersey number of all time, number 23. This dude, Michael Jordan, has made the number 23 popular. LeBron fans, y'all go wears number 23 because of Michael Jordan. Multiple players in high school, Pee-wee, NBA, college wear number 23 because of Michael Jordan. This dude right here is the undisputed GOAT, and there's nothing you Bron Sexuals or Kareem Sexual, whatever, is Michael Jordan's the GOAT. I'm going to just put it like that. There's nothing y'all can say or do to prove otherwise because this dude has proven he's the GOAT. In NBA history, there's nobody greater than Michael Jordan. There's nobody to be at the level that Michael Jordan was. It is over. Vision out. You guys are cooked. Come and comment in my comment section. You guys can cry about it, be about it all y'all want. Shout out to everybody in the basketball community. The